The case for investing in digital twins should be done incrementally. By that I mean you show value at incremental steps along its journey, along its maturity. Instead of ending or aiming for that unicorn conception that many people focus on, we should look at the kind of proofs and the early things we can do right now that can prove value, and then demonstrate that and then move on to the next step.
You don't need to be a genius to see that spending a bit extra to build things that generate data is a smart move and a wise financial investment.
We're going to have to really change how we engage with FDs on investing in digital twins. So our business models really are too much on money, in the pound, and on productivity. When we're looking at digital twins, when we're looking at digital transformation, we need to empower them to actually be looking at a much longer time frame. So looking at the investment on whole life for that individual asset as an organisation, but also thinking about it as a commercial venture. What are the services that actually the organisation is offering? What are the opportunities and actually the value which is going to come from that?
We run the risk of pretending that any venture into technological change and into digital twins is predictable. And of course, it's not predictable. We don't know all of the opportunities. We don't know what the long-term value of it is going to be. And we run the risk, if the emphasis is always on efficiency gains and so on, that actually that long-term value is lost from the argument.
I think it's potentially difficult to persuade people to fully engage in the digital twin process. And I think that we need to look at it from two avenues. The first is the societal side, which I think is quite hard to convince a final director or similar to, and this idea that you can share your information with other people. But I think the flip side, getting access to other information, is where that convincing can start to come in. When you start looking at the cost of surveying, the cost of going out to acquire information, the fact that you could actually potentially plug into someone else's digital twin to discover that information becomes an incredibly powerful tool. And by convincing you that by joining the digital twin community, the National Digital Twin lets you have access to that information as long as you put information in yourself, I think that the benefits would far outweigh the risks in doing so, and that there could be a lot of time, cost and money benefits that could be proved through good case studies with the right clients who are doing some great work right now.
So clearly the curation of data, if it doesn't already exist around an asset, or even adding a data layer into the design stage for an asset, is costly. However, once you have that data available to you, the decisions that it can drive are vast. And if you go and talk to a finance director with a business case that shows a very clear whole life cost reduction over the life cycle of the built asset, I think you'll find that the path becomes easier.